Hey, my name is Dan. I used to work at the biggest dealership in the country, and now I teach fine folks like yourself how not to get fucked when buying a car. Kind of a cool gig, huh? Now in this video I want to talk to you about best time to buy a car. There's a lot of different arguments that people throw out. I'm gonna cover them, but I want to talk to you probably about the most rule that you can use when buying cars. The rule is 2 steps. First, don't ever buy a new car from a dealership or lease a new car from the dealership. Part 2, if you're confused, refer to rule number 1. Don't ever lease or buy a new car from the dealership. Why is that? Here's an example. We're looking at 2018 Chevy 1500. Okay, it's all 2-wheel drive, V6, probably the cheapest 4-door truck you can get at $36,000. Okay, so let's see how much this truck would have dropped only 3 years later. It's down to $21,000. Why would I buy $36,000 truck when I can get the same truck with still the same shitty steel wheels for $21,000 with 30,000 miles? It's just not smart to buy new cars because the depreciation on these cars is absolutely insane. It's crazy. Let somebody else take the hit with depreciation. You be smart and buy a used car that's about 3 or 4 years old, okay? Here's something else I want to show you.
I'm going to go ahead and write you a prescription for 2 testicles, and you feel free to get this filled out whenever you want.
Thank you, doctor. If you bring a pair of fucking balls to a dealership when you're buying a car, and I don't care if you're a guy or a girl, get them from somewhere, okay? You're going to be able to negotiate this car down to $18, $17, maybe even $16,000. And here's a video that's showing you can sell your car with 60, 70,000 miles for 18 grand. Okay, depreciation looks like this. It starts dropping off fast, but then it slows down after a certain amount of miles, okay? Trucks, cars, vans, SUVs, sports cars, it doesn't matter what you're buying. You gotta be buying them in this area where the depreciation is slowing down, because depreciation is gonna slow down so much, okay? It's gonna slow down, and then you're gonna be able to drive this car without worrying about depreciation. Depreciation comes from dealership jacking up the prices 30, 40, 50% so they can make profit, and then we have depreciation, okay? So I could buy this truck for 18 grand, drive it up to 50, 60,000 miles and sell it for 18 grand. Now, let's dive into the actual best time to buy a car. Some people say it's the time of the month. You go at the end of the month because dealerships have to meet quotas. True, they have to. End of the quarter. There's quarterly quotas also. Dealerships have to meet those. It's true. End of the day. For some reason, some people think if you go at the end of the day, you're going to annoy the shit out of them, or they have to go home, or you're going to hypnotize them and they're going to sell you a car for cheaper. Or some people say, go around the Labor Day. That's when the best sales are. Other people say, go at the end of the year because that's when the best sales are. Other people say, buy a car when it's about to get a new redesign. So buy a car at 3rd year of its model and you're going to get a better price. All that is bullshit. That's for losers. That's for uneducated people that are going to be going out and buying a new car even when they go at the end of the month, end of the quarter, the last 25 seconds before the dealership closes, last 15 seconds of the year with the biggest sale. They're still going to get fucked because those sales, those rebates, there's still more money left in the car. Dealerships are still gonna make money. So don't ever buy new cars. The best time to get a car is right now. You have to be prepared to buy a car. The timing has nothing to do with anything. There is no best time to buy a car. It's whenever you want to buy a car and whenever you know what the hell you're talking about. Imagine you're in a club. When is the best time to hook up with a girl? Right now. Whenever you got your balls with you, go talk to her. When is the best time to buy a car? Right now. Go out and find the car that you want. I'm gonna show you how to find the best possible deal. First, you gotta know the car market and how it operates. I actually made a whole video about KBB and how they determine car prices, which is not the way that they tell you they determine car prices. Where and how to buy. When I buy cars and I teach people how to buy a car, don't buy a car within state or your city. Buy a car countrywide. Don't ever use websites that don't allow you to look cars countrywide, because the websites that limit you to 500-mile radius have contracts with dealerships that keep their prices up, and the website is helping them to keep the prices up because they're not showing you all the cars around the country. You're only seeing just a smidget, okay? How to ship the car. You got to know how to ship the car. To ship a car across the country, a truck is about $1,700, a regular car is about $1,200. Even with shipping costs, it's still cheaper to find a better car with the cheapest price than hoping to get a car in your city. How dealers make money. If you don't know how dealers make money, how are you going to get the best possible deal? You got to know what they're up to, them sneaky little bastards. How to inspect a car. If you think you're just going to look at the car, kick the tires, listen to it, smell it, floor it a couple of times, take it to highway, no. How do you know the miles aren't rolled back? How do you know the car hasn't been flooded and just happened to have a clean title? How do you know that there are unreported damages on the car? You don't know any of that. You don't have spiritual fucking connection to the car. You're not a car guru. You gotta have the knowledge before you're going out and buying the car. You gotta be skilled up. You're paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on this thing. So I'm gonna use a used car as an example of what I would do if I was buying a car. First, I would find out exactly the car that I want. Second, I would find out what options I want with it, okay? So I want 2016 Lexus RX 350. I want it all-wheel drive. I want it around 36,000 miles. Exterior color, white, gray, red, or blue. I don't give a shit if it's fucking yellow. I'm never gonna buy a black car unless it's just a cheap car, because every single scratch will be shown on it so bad. I mean, sand and little pebbles on the highway will wear your paint out like no other. Black, silver, or gold. You don't want to buy any of those cars. Silver or gold, those colors are just really hard to sell. Buy something like white or gunmetal gray, or I mean red. Fucking blue is easier to sell than gold. Interior colors, red or brown, that's just what I want. I want a backup camera, which is I think a standard after 2017. Cooled seats, EBS emergency braking. So I haven't mentioned heated seats, because obviously if I'm getting cooled seats, I'm gonna have heated seats. If I have remote start, obviously I am gonna have the keyless entry and push button start, because keyless entry and push button start is that's just a standard feature. It just makes me laugh so hard when I see a salesman pointing out the features of the car and they're saying it has push button start. What's the other option? I haven't seen a car that has a key to it in like four years probably. It's been for 4 years. There's a standard feature. It's like salesmen telling me it has a radio. Holy shit, those are rare. Okay, step number 2 is you go to a store and you buy yourself a nice 6-pack of beer, because this thing is gonna get stressful. I don't drink, but I highly recommend if you do. So you're gonna find 50 cars that you want to buy. The price doesn't have to be really low or really high. It's just 50 cars. It doesn't matter what their price are, okay? So you're gonna make an email template, save it in Word document, and then you're gonna send the same email template to a bunch of dealerships. Really easy. So first email we're gonna send them out is, hey, my name is Dan. I'm looking to buy a Lexus RX 350 in next couple of days. Please send me Carfax and when I can take a look at the car. And also, does it have a clean title? Okay, so we're showing interest in this car. We're telling them we're ready to buy this car tomorrow, but we're wanting to know if it has a clean title, and let's get a Carfax. They're gonna email us back with Carfax. They're gonna tell us yes, it has a clean title or whatever, and then we're gonna email them back. By the way, if they ask you if you're in town or out of state, it's okay to tell them that you're in town. However, you tell them, yes, I am in town, but I'm not coming in until I get the best price. Second email we're gonna email them, which is pretty much just a response to their email. Thanks for the Carfax. Looks like it has a clean title. However, it doesn't have red seats like I was hoping for. This is just something for me to pick on, okay? So I can lower price even more. So I am comparing prices from about 50 dealers nationwide to see where I can get the best price, because I hate haggling and want to get the best car with the best price without wasting time. I just told them, hey buddy, you're playing a game with 50 other dealerships. You better bring your A game if you want to sell your car, because I am looking countrywide. Would I be able to buy this car tomorrow for 24 grand, contingent on car being in good condition? So we're showing our interest. Again, we're saying I'm looking to buy this car tomorrow. I'm not in a hurry, but I'm ready. There's a difference between in a hurry and ready. In a hurry means you're rushing out the door. Ready means you are ready. You're just sitting, you're all ready, and you're waiting for somebody else. Okay, you're waiting for them to tell you, yeah, 24 grand is good. By the way, where did I get this 24 grand? So I averaged out what these cars are selling for. Okay, that was 35 grand, and then I did 35 multiply 0.7, that's $24,000. That's where I got my $24,000 from. Or you can also ask them, would I be able to buy this car tomorrow for 30% off? Contingent on the car being in good condition. This is where we are telling them for the first time the price of the car that we want to pay, okay? So we are going to be going to the next step. So the next step is they're going to email you back and they're going to say, no, we can only sell you this car for 34,000 or 34 and a half. They're going to give you some kind of a bullshit offer. They're going to be like, fuck you, okay? This is where you reply with this email. Thank you, but I will be shopping. I have 24K. That's it. Thank you, I will continue shopping. I have 24K. You told them that they had a chance to buy a car, but they fucked it up. You haven't bought a car, but they can still offer you a better price. And next, you're dangling around this $24,000. I have a carrot. Do you want it? Come and get it. Okay? You have what they want. You're in position of power. I'm going to give you an example. Imagine your girl at the bar, all right? Really hot one. And there's a bunch of dudes around that want to hook up with you. Who is position of power? You are, because you're the only one. You're the minority. You're like the diamond that everybody wants. They don't have people lined up to buy their cars. They're sitting in the dealership playing with their fucking thumbs waiting for somebody to come in. You're coming in, you're in the position of power, okay? But we're not physically coming in because that would be a waste of time. We're just spending our time here instead of fucking driving. I can do same amount of work as anybody else does from a computer that comparing to somebody else who is driving. Why would I be driving? I can just type, drink a beer, eat a fucking sandwich while I'm doing this. Here's something that you do not want to say. Let me think about it. Because what you just told them is, I'm okay with this 34,000 counter offer that you offered me, but I'm going to think about it. If you come back to them, guess what? They're going to know that they had the lowest price and that's why you're coming back. Also, if they tell you to go fuck yourself, if they tell you we don't negotiate or $34,000 is our lowest price, you always want to stick with this sentence. Thank you, but I will keep on shopping. I have $24,000. That's it. The ball is in their side of the court. You told them that you're still looking to buy a car. It's not like you said, I don't want to buy a car. You're still ready to buy a car. However, they're telling you, no, we want to fuck around. We want to waste your time. We're not ready to give you our best offer on the first time. How about you send us 50 more emails? You're not going to be doing that. You're going to be telling them real short, upfront, thank you, but I will keep on shopping. I have $24,000. You're still telling them, I got the money. In fact, you're not selling the car. The fact that this car is not sold is 300% your fault. Next, if a dealership is answering us and they're getting in the ballpark of the pricing that we would like 28 or 27 or 29, right? They're in the ballpark. They're a few $1,000s off. What we can do is we can now open up the Carfax. I'm not gonna look over 50 Carfaxes that I don't know if the prices are there for me to be even wasting my time on these Carfaxes. I am only looking at Carfaxes after they told me they're willing to negotiate real low on the price. That's only time I'm gonna look at the Carfax. So I see a deal, for example, at $28,000, okay? I'm gonna look at that Carfax and I'm gonna see that that car has been sitting there for, I don't know, 2 months or 3 months, right? Because it's gonna say dealer inventory, vehicle offered for sale at certain date, and I'm gonna see how many months ago that was. Let's say 2 months, right? 3 months, 4 months. If it's over 4 months, dealerships are looking to sell that car. You're gonna get a very good deal on it. So let's say it's only 2 months, right? I contact the dealership and I tell them, hey, everybody knows that whatever, let's say it's in Texas, right? Just you got stick with me, use your creativity, turn on your imagination, you're gonna get through this. Everybody knows that Texas is a truck country. How long are you gonna marinate that SUV for? How long are you gonna marinate that sedan for? I can pick it up off your hands tomorrow. This is what I would email them if they are selling a truck in Texas and I am looking for a truck. Hey, everybody knows that Texas is a truck state. There's more trucks than there are people in this state. How long are you gonna keep that thing on your lot? I can pick it up tomorrow off your hands for 24 grand or whatever, right? You have to bullshit the dealerships, okay? You have to fuck around with them because that's what they do. They scam people, and then when they're not scamming people, they're thinking of ways to scam people. That's what they do. When a new customer is coming to a dealership, especially younger customer or maybe a really old customer, but most likely just uneducated customer, which is just 99% of the people, they don't know how to buy a car. They think they're getting a good deal when they're not getting a good deal. The salesman, the management, the dealership is pulling out their fresh cooked pot of bullshit and they are ready to feed it to you. Someone else just looking at this car, so you better hurry up and buy. I'm gonna give you so much money for your trade-in. Come on in. Can I get it over the phone? Nope. Can't give it to you over the phone. There you go. Oh, the contract is right. No need to read it. Open big. This is our not negotiable price. Go fuck yourself, CarMax. Open wide. Low miles, no need to check them with the computer. There you go. We're gonna have the lowest interest rate you will find. Nom nom nom. The Carfax is clean. There must be no damage on this car. Open wide. Oh, this really wet one. Okay. Ideal monthly payment. I'm gonna get you any payment you want. Yeah, we'll stretch it out for next 25 years. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Ooh, this is getting real thick at the bottom here. Ooh, this is our lowest price. There you go. That's what dealerships do. They feed you bullshit every fucking single second that you are in a dealership. All they're doing is lying to you. And if you're not doing your best to be prepared and research everything you can about the dealership, about the car, not the dealership specifically, because I don't give a shit who I'm buying the car from, as long as the car and the price is good. I care about the actual car. After the dealership has agreed, you email them this. Here's the address of the independent shop that I want to inspect the car. When is one of your salesmen or lot attendants ready to bring the car down there? If they say, no, we're not gonna do that, no problem. Just hire a tow truck and tow that bitch over to the shop and they can inspect the car. Or you can actually call the shop and say, hey, can you pick up a car? It's just 3 miles away from you. They could do that also. You know, you're gonna have to pay them 40, 50 bucks extra, but still, it's a really good deal. The reason you wanna inspect the car is for rolled back miles damages on a car, flooded car, and just all sorts of things, leaks, transmissions, computers. You can't inspect a car on your own. The cars are so complicated these days, you just can't. All right, so you're gonna do pre-purchase inspection. After you're done with pre-purchase inspection, you like the car, there's no problems with the car, you're gonna call your bank, you're gonna tell them name of the dealership, address of the dealership, phone number of the dealership, fax number of the dealership. Yeah, they still use fax machines. And the bank is gonna send the information to the dealership, and congratulations, you bought a car. You're gonna start filling out paperwork, which is just a copy of your driver's license. Then they're gonna mail you 2 contracts with signatures on them, one for you to keep, one for them. You're gonna read over them, maybe even check it out with a lawyer, depends how expensive the car is, whatever the situation is. And you're on your way to buy a car. That's it. You're not on your way to buy a car, you already bought the car. All you have to do is just find a shipping company, they're gonna ship it, put it in the truck, it's gonna arrive in front of your house or at your job, wherever you work. They can actually bring it to your work, literally. Just giant trailer with bunch of cars. They're gonna bring one of your cars out. It's so happy. I remember when I was getting cars delivered, like I could not help but smile. There's your car, you're standing, you're looking at this truck driver unloading your car, you check for damages, and you get your car. You got your car for thousands of dollars less. Now you get to drive it and brag to everybody how you got this car and tell a story. This is Dan with 60 Minute Car. I'm signing out, and I'll see you on the internet.